Hi everybody, it's Cindy. It is Tuesday, it is September 2nd, and I'm back for an update. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much. It is September Sampler Month. Is anybody working on their samplers? I have started a small sampler and I'm going to be sharing that with you. I did have a couple of questions from my last video about my trip to Asheville, North Carolina, and also to Weaverville to see Kim at Sassy Jack's. It was a great visit. People asked me if I noticed anything different being out and about. I really didn't notice anything too different when I went out to eat. When you did go into the restaurant, they had your cell phone scan a code, and that code brought up the menu. So they don't give you a menu, they give you this code and you have to bring it up on your phone, which was strange and it was different, but that's the only thing I really noticed that was different when I was out and about. I hope everybody's having a great September. September is my favorite month. My favorite season is summer, and I'm born in the winter, so go figure. But I love September. It cools down a little bit. It's not as hot as it usually is, although this summer I thought was pretty mild for me. So I have some things to share with you since it is Sampler September. I have a bunch of patterns that I'm going to be sharing with you from Heartstring Samplery, and I think a lot of people don't know these patterns, and some of them are old and some of them are new, so I'm going to be sharing those with you. For those of you who haven't visited in a while, I am on Instagram. I will put that info right here, and also in my drop-down box is my information. There's always my email address and all the links to tutorials that I have shared with everyone. Instagram has been a great experience for me. I do love sharing on there, and I've caught up with a lot of people I haven't seen or heard from in a long time, so it's good. The only downfall, I've only been on there a couple of weeks, and it's an open account. It's not a private account, and a lot of people, I guess, have private accounts. Listen, I'm still new to Instagram, so still learning. But in the past week, I was getting a lot of messages from men, like about a dozen men, and I'm like, I'm brand new to this Instagram, I don't understand. And they asked to message you, so when they message me, I'm like, do I know you? Because I don't know if I know them. I'm like, do I know you? Oh no, you were recommended to me. And I'm like, how was I recommended to these people? It's cross-stitch gardening. That's it. That's all I do on Instagram, cross-stitch gardening. That's it. And they said I was recommended, so I found that was very strange. And a couple of them had, you know, a couple of crazy remarks. Hey baby, you know, all that stuff. And I just typed back, I'm like, this is not a dating site. And I block them. I know how to block people. So I guess that was important. So I was texting my daughter on Instagram last night. I'm like, listen, what is going on? I'm new to this site. How are these people finding me? And she was laughing. She said, Ma, there's a lot of creepers out there. Be careful. She goes, you should make your account a private account. I go, but I don't want a private account. I want, you know, my friends to be able to find me. So now I know when they come in, just block them. I can block them. So no problems there. Has anybody else had experiences like that? I don't know. It's crazy. Listen, this is the times we live in, and unfortunately, these are the things that we have to deal with these days. So anyway, I'm going to show you the piece that I'm doing for September Sampler, and this is by Heart and Hand, and that is Bluebird Sampler. So I'm doing the Bluebird. They do have Redbird Sampler if you like red, but blue is my favorite color, so I really wanted to do this. And I purchased the supplies this past weekend at Sassy Jack's, and I started this yesterday, and I got a lot done already. It's a quick stitch. I really like it. I'm doing this on 32 count Ren by Picture This Plus, And I'm using Belle Soie Blue Lagoon. This is a beautiful color. Yeah, you could really see that color. It's beautiful. It has beautiful variegation. I do not stitch a lot with silks. I mean, it's so soft to the touch, but I'll tell you, stitching with it, since I don't stitch a lot with silk, it's very fine. It's not like regular cotton. It's very fine. You have to be careful. It does fray easier, and you have to have shorter cuts of the string when you're stitching. And I don't know if it makes a difference when you're stitching as far as the look. I mean, I think DMC and Weeks Dye Works and Color and Cotton, all, you know, Gentle Arts, all of those, I think they all kind of look the same. I don't know. I know some people only stitch with silks. I don't get or understand that. I think this is actually, for me, and it's me, a little bit harder than stitching with the cottons because it's a much more delicate thread. It is beautiful though. It is pretty. I mean, it's so soft. But it does fray easier, so you need shorter lengths so that as you're pulling it through, it doesn't fray as much. So this is what I'm working on for September Sampler. I'm not doing a big piece because everybody knows I'm working on a couple of big pieces right now, so I'm trying to make it easy for me. The other piece that I'm just gonna grab it. I have been working on is tulips. I did make a whole lot more progress. I finished all of this. I think this is, it's so pretty. I love the colors. And I don't have that much more to do on this piece. So I gotta get it done. Get her done, right? That's what they say, get her done. So I'm gonna be sharing with you a bunch of patterns. These are all Heartstring Samplery, and a lot of these are samplers that you might not have ever seen. Some of the patterns are really old. Everybody knows I'm working on His Eyes on the Sparrow. This is one of my big pieces that I'm working on. So that's one. And I do have Consider the Lilies, another beautiful pattern. I have the linen to match the other piece already, so when the other one takes 10 years to finish, I'll start the other one. So I'm going to share with you a whole bunch of patterns by Heartstring Samplery. Let me see, let me just take a look because there's a lot of them here. All right, so I'm going to start with the more common ones. Okay. All right, so these are all festive little fobs. This is winter edition. These are cute. See the little penguins and things in there. Now some of these you might know, some of them you might not. So that's the first one. The next one is Festive Little Fobs. This is Seaside Edition. Let's see if we can get in. It's got all fish and all nautical themed little pieces. These are super cute. I've done a bunch of these and I'll show them in a minute. The next one is Festive Little Fobs, and this is Barnyard Edition. So you got tractors and pigs. And they're super cute. I really like those. This is Festive Little Fobs. This is Tea Time Edition. I love tea. I'm a tea drinker. I don't drink coffee. And I did bring my Yeti that I won from work last week on my trip. That tea was hot the whole trip. Like I didn't even drink it on the way. It was so hot. On the way back from the trip is when I drank the tea. It was a little bit cooler. It was still hot. It's amazing. They really are amazing. I do love it. I use it every day for work. The next one I have is Festive Little Fobs, and this is Summer Garden Edition. So this has carrots and a garden shovel, corn, things like that. That's the next one. This is Festive Little Fobs. This is Stitching Edition. This has scissors up here. Got thread, got a bird, got a tomato, needle holder. This is Festive Little Fobs. This is Beekeeping Edition. I did stitch one of these. If you like the bees, I know bees are very, very popular right now. This is Festive Little Fobs. This is Springtime Edition. For those of us that love our flowers, there's a bunny rabbit, bird, and you got some flowers in here. My zinnias are exploding at this time. And I've been giving them away to my neighbors. There's so many. This is Festive Little Fobs, Valentine Edition. I did several of these. I've done keys, I've done this one, and I've done that one up there. I've done several of them, not all of them, but I've done several of them. This is Festive Little Fobs. This is Woodland Edition. You got the squirrel, some trees. These are awesome if you need quick little projects. They're really cute. And this is Festive Little Fobs Harvest Edition. That has turkey. I've done the turkey. It's got a cat. It's got a pumpkin. Is that a squirrel? Yeah, you got a little squirrel up there, the acorn. Awesome little projects in these little Festive Little Fobs, and a couple more I still have. Festive Little Fobs Americana Edition. Good old red, white, and blue. I think I've done that one. I haven't done any of the other ones there. And this is Festive Little Fobs. This is the Christmas edition. Got the cardinal, carrying Jesus. That looks like a poinsettia. Got a little tree there. All right, now we're gonna get in. These are some of the older patterns, and they're old. You can tell because it's the actual photograph of the project, and then it's put on the cardstock. The stars are bright, shining. Now the pictures, you have to remember this is a photo from a camera. So they're kind of small as far as the project in there, but the photo itself is that big. I'm looking on the back, I don't see a date. That's the first one. Sing We Then Merrily. This is a Christmas one. See if we could get in. You can see the tree and the deer. Very different. You don't see these a lot. This is Stitch's Resolution. Now it is a really small photo. But that is Stitch's Resolution. B is for Beekeeper, the alphabet series. This is number 5. I like that for all you bee lovers out there. Fairy Coffee Mother, the Magical Elixir series, part 3. It's I Need a Fairy Coffee Mother. That's right. If you're a coffee lover, there you go. You see that? Coffee Saves Lives, the Magical Elixir Series, Part 1. Like I said, these are really small in the pictures are really small. M is for Mermaid, the Alphabet Series, number 6. There's your little mermaid. This is Humility Sampler. The picture is really small. Let's see. It's hard to see because this is the photo, so it's a really tiny picture. This is My Funny Valentine. If you like red, I know a lot of people like red. It's pretty. Coffee Quaker, the Magical Elixir Series, Part 2. First I drink the coffee, then I do the things. I know a lot of people who have stitched that one. There you go. Stars and Stripes Forever, stocking ornament number 3. She does have some of the small stockings. For Spacious Skies. I really like this one. I want to do this one so bad. I want to do a lot of stuff so bad though. That's pretty. And that's a good photo of the design. It's not too small. It shows up well. Never Let You Go. Now there's 2 people here. There's a house. It's like a basket with flowers. Like I said, these pictures, sometimes they're so small, it's hard to see. And the pictures never do them justice anyway. They're so pretty. This is Harvest Sampler. And that is a house. Is this the same? This says Humility Sampler. Give me 1 second. Let me see if this is the same. I wonder if I have a repeat. Well, I wouldn't know. Oh, it's the same. Oh, I do have 2. I have 2. Humility Sampler. I have 2. See, I didn't even know. It's kind of funny. Unity Sampler. This has 3. This is cute. It has 3 houses. It's really hard. It's so tiny in the picture. It's hard to see. But there's couples here and there's houses. And these are samplers. Like I said, you don't see these much. And the last one I have is Harvest Sampler. This is a house. It's got trees and some bushes there. Bringing it closer doesn't help because it's too small. It's not like you can't see it. But those are all of the Heartstring Samplery patterns I have, and samplers maybe you've never seen before. I hope everybody's enjoying September Sampler Month. I am going to be giving away a pattern that I know I had doubles of. The other one I didn't know. But I'm going to be giving Festive Little Fobs. This is Americana Edition. So if you do want this, in the comments below, just type in Americana in the comments, and I will pick a winner on the next video. If you like patriotic, these are all really cute. I do want to say, on my last trip, I was showing that I got this card holder. I'm going to show it to you again. It's got a mermaid and cats and fish. This is really cool, and there's a bunch of different designs. I got this at Sassy Jack's. Kim had just got them in, and you put your cards in and it protects them. This is the best thing I ever bought, because my cards used to be in my purse with a whole bunch of other cards, and I could never find my cards. Now I just open it up, I know exactly where my card is. So Kim has these at Sassy Jack's. If you do want one, I highly recommend them. It does protect your identity. I do have my driver's license in here also. Somebody else was saying they do that. Yeah, I put that in there too. I put it in the back because I don't really use that much. But these are really cute. I really enjoyed that. I'm gonna be including a picture here of what I built. It is a card, and I'll let you look at that. It is a 3-tier card. I purchased this from Sam's Club a couple weeks ago, and what I do, it helped me so much. It has wheels. It's multi-purpose. I use it for cross stitch. I have 3 levels on the card, and I put 3 different projects on there. I could move it right near the chair I sit in. I can move it out of the way. I hang my flosses on here. It is a great organizer for me. So I always look for multi-functional things. So if something happened to me and my kids had to clear out all my stuff I ever owned, this they could use for the kitchen. You could use it in the dining room. It's a cart. It has wheels. It was very easy to build. I'm always building stuff. I build shelves and all kinds of things I've been building. So if you do want that card, I did get it at Sam's Club. It was really reasonably priced, and I got free shipping on it. Not hard to build. If you have husbands, that's what they're great for. Just give it to them and build it. I'll include a picture of what I started with, all the parts, and then what I finished. So the cart has been such a help for me. It helped get everything organized in one area. I just pick what project I want to work on. I move it over by my chair, then roll it out of the way. Very, very multifunctional. So if you're looking for something that you want to organize and have levels to put stuff on, and not have so much clutter all over the place, because that's kind of what I had. I highly recommend it. It was very reasonably priced. I think it was under $60, and that included shipping, but I get free shipping because I'm a club member. I highly recommend that. So those are some of the things that I was working on. I think it was maybe a month or 2 ago. I have a really big window in my dining room, and it's like 81 inches width. It's really wide, and it has 3 small windows, but they're all together in this one window, and I had no curtains or blinds or anything on it. So I'm like, I like blinds. I really don't like curtains or anything like that, so I like blinds. So I go online, and they tell you how to measure it out. So I measure it out, and I order it. Now, I didn't know if I even ordered it right. You don't know. But I did order it right. And they said, oh, it's so easy to install. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, so we get the box. It's really long because it's 80-something inches wide. So I open up the box, and because it's so long, you have 5 brackets that you have to mount into the woodwork of the window, you know, where the woodwork is. You have to mount them in so you can pop this blind in there. Okay, it's just me. I'm not a big person. This thing is heavy. All right, that's not why it was heavy. But I had to put in these 5 brackets. And I got my gun, you know, my electronic screw gun. And to get the screws with the metal piece, and you're doing with the gun, It hurt so bad. I was crying and cursing at the same time. And when I got done, my wrist was swollen. I had to ice my wrist. I got them all in now. They were all lined up perfectly. I'm a visual person. I can't read the directions. I just need to look at the pictures and I could do it. I can't read it because reading it doesn't make sense to me. So I get all the brackets up, all 5 brackets, and now I gotta pop this blind up into the 5 brackets. It's heavy, really, really heavy. But I was able to get it in and pop it in, so I completed that project too, building and putting things in. And when I was done doing it, I called my sister crying. She's like, what is the matter with you? I'm like, I installed these blinds. They said it was easy. And I go, I shouldn't be doing this stuff. Like I was crying. I told her, listen, I was crying and cursing. She was cracking up. She's like, but you did it and it looks perfect. It did. It was the perfect size. It's in there. And I said, I'm never doing this again. Because I could easily hire somebody to install it. But they said it was easy. So I'm like, if they said it's easy, I could do it. I'm never doing that again though. But I did get it done. I'll include pictures of my blinds right here. Anyway, so things that I've been building and doing. Put in a whole front garden, blinds, carts, shelves. I built a whole shelving rack, I think a month or 2 ago too. And it's kind of like this moving cart. It's metal and you just put them all together with the pieces. That's not hard either. And I always go just by the pictures. I can't, directions don't make sense for me. I'm just a visual learner. Anyway, everyone, I hope you're having an awesome September sampler month. I'm gonna include a video. I was walking my trail the other day and I saw so many deer. I'm telling you, this area, there's a lot of deer. And they were babies. Oh, they were so cute. And I was literally like 3 feet from the deer. The mom and the 2 babies, they were super cute. So I'll include some pictures there. That's about it, all I have today. Like I said, if you do want the Americana, just in the comments below, put Americana. And until we meet again, everyone, I hope you have an awesome month.